Hi there, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We've got a mini garden makeover. Our garden is in need of some serious TLC. We just don't use it and it's a mess and it's just very unloved. And we've decided, because you know how much we love our coffee, we wanted to create a little coffee nook in the garden. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'll show you the corner. Aid's actually been clearing it since, but we filmed yesterday before he started clearing it. So I will leave a clip here of how it looked before we started. So this is the neglected area at the bottom of the garden. Haven't been down here for years. As you can see, we don't really use the garden, but we figured maybe it's time to try and put a bit of effort in, and then maybe we might actually use it. So we're going to be clearing this, removing the weeds, adding some lights hopefully, and just making it into a little coffee nook. I really hope you'll enjoy this, and I'm really excited to have a little area, hopefully in the garden, that could be quite cozy and cute. So the following day, this is now the space we're left with. Aid's going to start hooking up some lights along the fence panels. I would like to paint the fence panels grey at some point. We have a lot of them, and I did, you can see an old pink one there, that was our previous one. The fence panels, I had painted them when I was in my 20s, alternate blue and pink, weren't they?
There's two fences there. We've actually put this one this side. That one continues all the way along.
Oh, does it still there?
Yeah,
okay.
That's not our fences, just because it's lower.
We own all the fences, all the sides of the garden, unfortunately.
We're on a corner, aren't we?
Yeah,
so.
we're on a corner. So this is the little corner we're going to be transforming today. Aid's working on lights, and I'm going to start weeding down here, I think. So we've bought some lights as well. They're little solar lights, and Aid also bought a pack of 50 hooks, weren't they? We've had lights in the past and they've ended up breaking on this fence. So these,
doing this properly this time.
Yeah, doing it properly, a bit more sturdy. But shall I get weeding?
Yeah, if you want to. I'm just putting
pull all this up.
Actually clip down so that they'll go back up again, so that if it's windy the cables don't come
Oh, that's handy. This really dips here. What's happened here?
I'm not sure as well where the animals are buried.
Is it what? The animals are buried here as well?
They're everywhere.
I know, this whole corner is full of dead rabbits, guinea pigs. We've got a cat here somewhere.
Rabbits at the front.
Oh, rabbits at the front. It's a bit of a pet cemetery out here. So whilst Aid did all the lights and hung up all the hooks on the fence, I decided to get with the weeding and pull them all up. They're really tiny little laurels, so they pulled up really easy. That we have a laurel tree above, and it's just made loads and loads of little baby laurels. And like I said, they pull up really easy. There's no problem with them coming up. We did use weed killer last year, but it obviously hasn't worked very well. But I think it's from where the seeds, like the berries, drop from the laurel, and then it just grows new ones. But they're not a pain to pull up, and they pulled up really quickly and very easily. Something else that we did the day before, actually, we popped to Lidl to have a look in the garden section to see what they had, as their plants can be really reasonably priced. Oh, have you seen hydrate? Oh look, these are what we wanted, the rhododendrons. Oh, I'm so excited. We saw these in Disneyland Paris. How much are these? And they've got the little citrus trees as well. There's strawberry plants. Oh look, all different colour. Rhododendrons, £6.49. That's a really good price, isn't it? These just bloom beautifully. I'm so excited about those. So we'll get some of those. Yeah, I know, it's a shame they don't sell ceramic pots.
What I'd like to do is just put those into pots to start with.
Yeah, I agree with you, actually.
It's almost like
we'll get some of these. What have we got here? Oh, these are indoor plants, aren't they? I think. Are they? Oh, I don't know, are they?
Always grows well.
Oh, look, got some succulents as well. £2.49. These look really nice, actually, don't they? I'll probably still kill it. Oh, look, we've also got plants here as well. Got some like little bedding plants. Oh, jasmine, that was the other one we wanted. that we saw in Disney.
Not bad pots actually either.
No, does it smell nice? Oh, these were I'm so excited. I don't think these are the same ones. They don't quite smell the same. These ones look a little bit poorly, these ones. I can't smell them because the ones in Disneyland Paris were really strongly scented, weren't they? And how much are these?
$10.99.
$10.99. So one of the reasons that we just never use the garden is because that I just always work. If working from home, it's easy. If I'm at home, I work. And we just never ever come into the garden. And we figured that maybe if we did actually make a little area look a bit cute, we may actually break away from work a little bit more often, maybe come out like for a lunch break, or maybe like in the evening, maybe have a cup of tea or something like that. So that's the idea, to actually make a cute area and hopefully start breaking away from work just a little bit more. The other thing I did when I was pulling up these weeds, I found a load of strawberries. All the strawberries had kind of planted up in amongst the stones. So I've actually pulled them up and planted them into another pot. We've been kindly sent this furniture set. It's like a little coffee set. I kind of think of it as the little table. And I'll leave the link below if you'd like to go and check this out. We're going to unbox it now, aren't we? Have a little look. Yeah. And see what it looks like. I'm quite excited. We got to choose the colour. There was 2 colourways, and this one I thought would look nicest for us, for our garden.
So yeah, it's like a small coffee table, sofa and 2 chairs, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this.
You want to start taking it out?
Yes, please.
You better tell the truth real fast, and then we're probably done at last. 'Cause I got somewhere to be, and you're done deceiving me into thinking I couldn't do better. Yeah, I know I was probably crazy, thinking someday you'd change. There's nothing left to do now, so I'm playing the game. And so, heartbreaker, I've been working you out. You made loads of mistakes, but none that you talk about. I'm watching every move you make.
Just come out to see how the progress is going. Oh, this is quite cute.
Yeah.
How's it coming together?
It's not too bad. I'm obviously used to putting things like this together. I could quite manage on my own.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes if someone will struggle with this, they might need another pair of hands to hold things in line. The holes aren't all totally lined up.
Right.
But I can manage to live with it.
Yeah.
But then I'm kind of used to that to do it. But someone who maybe doesn't do this
might need like a second pair of hands.
Second pair of hands to kind of like this, because just to get the screw holes lined up, because there is a little bit of tolerance, a little bit of leeway. But generally, I mean, for the price so far, I mean, I've sat in that one already.
Have you? Can I have a go?
Yeah, you're going to sit in there. So.
Oh, it's actually really comfy.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I like the cushions, and they're waterproof as well, aren't they?
I think so, yeah, but I wouldn't leave them out in the rain though.
No.
What's actually quite nice about the cushions is, if you just get up in a moment, I'll show you, they're not actually that big. Now, some people say, oh, I want a really big cushion. Yeah. But if you've got to put them in somewhere,
yeah, that's true.
It's one less thing that you've got to find space for.
It's comfy. It doesn't. I wouldn't have thought that it was.
No, I found it quite cosy.
Really deep. Yeah, I really like it as well. Like you say, for the price as well. It's not like it's a mega expensive set.
Underneath, obviously, you've got the rattan. You think that's what's supporting you.
Yeah.
There are actually extra bits underneath, so that's actually what's held when you're sitting. So it's not just the outside bit there.
Yeah, fair enough. We've been working in the garden, so I've just made a quick cheese and pickle sandwich. Pickle as in UK pickle, not American pickles, with some grapes.
Come on, heartbreaker, give in and surrender to me. You should have probably let me go.
So we've just put things, we've just laid this out at the moment just to see how it looks. Really pleased with this. I'm really pleased with my new plants as well. I need to look after these. And I've just popped this little one that I bought from IKEA recently. It's a little fake one. to go on there. I think this is really cute. We really want to get a little canopy over the top as well, like a little gondola. No, not gondola, what do you call them? Pergola to put up. And I'd really like to get some like bamboo and stuff around this area. Do you have like a little area like this in your garden? And we're just not, or I'm really not into the gardening at all. I don't really even come into the garden. So any tips or any advice or anything that you can tell us about the plants, please let me know. I'd be highly appreciative. And if you look at the space, how it was before, it really makes you realise when you see the before and after what a big difference. And to be honest, it's just taken not even an hour to sort. It's one of those things, again, I say it all the time, you put off and you put off. You think it's going to take ages, and it really doesn't. I am so pleased with how this little corner has changed already, and we've only just started. So a couple of weeks later, we haven't actually been in the garden. We went away after working in the garden, and then I got a really bad cold, and I've been not feeling great. And then we've just had the most awful weather lately, so we haven't been in the garden since we worked on that little corner. However, today I want to do a couple of things. I also wanted to show you this that we got. My sister bought me this pot, this great big ceramic pot for my birthday from HomeSense, which I absolutely love. And then my mum visited the other day and bought me this really lovely hydrangea that fits in here perfectly. We were thinking about putting it in the garden, but actually I quite like it here. Can you keep hydrangeas inside, or do they have to live outside? I do really like this though. I was wanting to work on some seedlings today though. I would like to plant some sunflowers all along the back fence there, and I was watching Dainty Diaries YouTube channel the other day, and it was an older video of hers, and she was planting sunflowers inside into loo rolls that you can then plant straight outside. So I'm going to give that a go and see how that works. I also wanted to do a little Easter snack today that I thought would be really lovely to have in the garden over the Easter weekend, so we're going to give that a go as well. So I'm going to work on the little Easter dip for the garden. This is going to be so cute. I've just got a little oven dish. I have got some mini marshmallows and mini chocolate chips, and you also need something for dipping afterwards. We're going to be using digestive biscuits, but you can use anything like that, any kind of like crackers, and just to like scoop out the Easter dip afterwards. So let's start with popping in the marshmallows. I like the little mini ones. I get ours from Lidl. I think most supermarkets sell these now because they're really good for hot chocolate. So you want a layer of those, and then a layer of chocolate chips. The oven is on 190, getting nice and warm. This is going to be so much fun. And then this can just pop in the oven until it's all melted. And whilst that's in the oven melting away, I'm going to work on my seedlings. I've taken a tea bag box, you just want an empty box, and some toilet rolls. I've been saving these up. We've got a kitchen roll one as well. I've made some little incisions on the top of the loo roll, and I'm folding it down so that it can then sit in here, and we're going to fill those with soil. There we go, all ready to fill up with the soil. There we go. I just got some compost from Lidl last night, so it's nice and cheap. Feels a little bit dry. I think I'm going to pop the sunflower seeds in first and then water them. This would be really fun to do if you've got kids. So I'm just poking the seeds down. I haven't done this before. I'm not really into gardening, but I love colour. So I wanted to add a little bit of colour to the garden this year. And hopefully these will take. And we're going to keep them in the kitchen window. The bell's just gone. This was in for 10 minutes on 190. I'm actually going to use some rich tea biscuits. That looks so cool. I love this. I can't wait to try this. All right, let's give this a go before we water the seeds. Go on, you take one.
Go on, shall I take this front one here?
Yeah. Really.
Oh, this looks so gooey.
That is so cool, and that was done in 10 minutes.
This reminds me, do you remember we had the was it marshmallows that were on the waffles in Disneyland Paris?
This is such a cool one for Easter Sunday.
Ooh.
Obviously if the weather was nicer we'd be doing this in the garden.
Nice. Do you know what I like as well?
What?
The fact that the chocolate chips haven't quite just gone totally. They've melted, but some haven't.
I think I prefer this to s'mores. It's cleaner, isn't it?
Mm.
I highly, highly recommend this as an Easter treat. And it literally took 10 minutes to make. I always say I don't like chocolate. That is so nice. That is really good. And I think rich tea biscuits are actually better dunked or dipped in something like that than a digestive. I don't know, what do you think? What would you use to dip in that? And will you give it a go Easter Sunday? I need to water my seeds and get them on the windowsill. I'm actually thinking if they're going to be sitting on the windowsill, I might actually pretty up this box and cover it in something else. I've just held up some pattern paper, marked off in pencil, and I'm going to go away and cut that. There we go. I have got some double-sided sticky tape on the back, and I'm going to cover the sides with that. I think that will just look a little bit nicer on the kitchen windowsill. There we go. I will cover that box a little bit better, but I think that will look nicer. I've watered them, and they can sit there. And hopefully we might see some sunflower seeds start to grow. And apparently, because this is all biodegradable, when you have got the seedlings start to grow and they're ready to be planted outside, you can just plant them straight in the tube because it's biodegradable. It's absolutely fine. And I think they will look really lovely out in the garden along the back fence. And then every time I look out the window, I will see, hopefully, some lovely yellow sunflowers. I'm going to finish this video now. I love my new little corner. I cannot wait for the weather to warm up again so we can go out and start using it. And I really hope that now we've got that little space outside, it will encourage me to take more breaks from work and actually go and sit out there, even if it's for 10 minutes during the day with a glass of water, but actually take a break from the house, from my workspace, and go outside. I'm really looking forward to the seedlings growing, and I want to really start taking a bit more notice of the garden. Like I said, I love colour, so I want to bring a lot more colour into the garden and actually start using the space rather than just having it as a space around the house that doesn't get used. It's such a shame. So that's something I would really like to do this year, and try that Easter dip. It is so good. Obviously it doesn't have to be Easter, you can try it any time, but it'll be really nice sat in the garden with some biscuits dipping in. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit different to what I usually do around here, but sometimes it's fun to change things up a little bit. Have a lovely weekend. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.